Hey folks, welcome to Flamin' Friday number 9. The question we're answering today is what does it look like after you have burnt? This location we're at right now, all the sunflowers and what we might call weeds are places where trees were cut. So all of this area had standing live trees on it, cedar trees, and we have come in and sheared those trees, and then they were piled underneath these trees, and they were piled on the top also to create a ladder fuel to get this hillside to burn. It doesn't always get them all, and then some of the green that you see are deciduous trees. So you can see where people might say, well, all you have is weeds, but in 3 years, this will fill in with grass. It's already doing so with the western wheat coming in some smaller forms. These sunflowers are actually really good for wildlife. They're good to catch snow, good cover. This is not wasted. So we will rest this pasture. Just a small portion of this burn. I think there was, I don't know, between 800 and 900 acres here that we burnt. They just a small portion of it will get grazed this year, and it'll be in August. So we'll probably move a little more quickly through that so that we get sort of a light use out of it, but we'll still get that trampling and hoof action. Just because we'll be here for a shorter time doesn't mean that our stock density will decrease necessarily. So you have a lot of good pollinator habitat. I just spooked up some doves out of here. There may or may not be quail in some of this, and then we just recently had some prairie chickens show up on the south end of this piece that we burnt. That was a couple years ago. I haven't seen them this year, but those are still really good indicators of, from the wildlife perspective, that we're supplying some diversity of habitat and that we're opening up the canopy. So underneath these these standing live trees, you have to remember that none of what is growing here now was growing here before. This was all just cedar needles and maybe some sparse, real thin bladed grass. So now you can see that we have quite a bit of bare soil. A lot of the grass is gone, but these are on shady slopes. We will have some increased soil temperature, but as we move forward here, these weeds will contribute to covering the soil and supplying us a good cover so that these native grasses can come in. You might not be able to see it, but this is purple love grass. There's a lot of that coming in here. You will have some thistles come in. That's something to watch for. But as you can see, I can actually walk through a lot of these trees, whereas before there wouldn't have been a lot of that going on. Here is some verbena. This is a pollinator also coming in. And then again, just stuff that we might call a weed that is going to be something supplying diversity, helping the situation here. Next week, maybe I'll answer what about the skeletons a little more closely. But that's what we're seeing out here. We hope you enjoyed this segment, and if you have some questions of your own that you'd like answered, please let us know.